Well, hello, YouTube pipe community. Welcome to the garage. I've been moved in here. It's getting a little cooler out, but up here in the Vancouver area, it's not too bad. We got some nasty rain heading our way, but I thought I'd knock out a little video here. Um, I want to say hi to sort of the shout out things to uh, Piper 604, Nova Piper, fellow Canadians. How you doing there out there in the East Coast there, eh? It's a pretty nice, nice night out here to have a nice wee pipe, eh? Um, I also want to say hi to the Dagners, as always, guys. You guys set me up on doing this, so I'm having a lot of fun with it. And thanks for responding to messages on Instagram and that. I've really enjoyed playing around with that, so it's a lot of fun. I want to say hi to One Man Smoke. Dagners put me on to you. I love it. Same with Stogie Farts. Love that name. Man, that's awesome. And, oh, Greedy. I'm going to mess up your name, so I'll just say, hey, Greedy. I've also enjoyed looking at your videos. And also, I want to throw a shout out to Stuff and Things, my friend Bradley, where we like to talk about stuff and occasionally things. I listen to you guys at work. I put the YouTube videos on and I listen to you guys while I'm working. And it really helps to pass the time and something I enjoy listening to. So, anyhow, we're supposed to get housekeeping out of the way as normal in these videos. But I figured tonight, after having a really nice meal with my friends, it's important to get the important stuff out of the way. Not necessarily pipes, though. I am drinking tonight the Good Canadian Kid Wiser's Deluxe with a little water, which actually I find is quite nice with my pipes. Now, what am I smoking? It's 11 o'clock at night, but I'm smoking my early morning pipe. I actually picked up a tin of this. This might be the tin. It says made in the UK. I found this at a local pipe shop or smoke shop in general. And when I saw made in the UK, I figured I gotta buy this. And it's quite nice. I really like it. It was my first introduction. I think to Englishes. I may have tried some other stuff, but this was my main one, and I really enjoy it. What am I smoking it in? And that's the topic of tonight's video. A couple years ago, we had a bumper crop of fruit. Cherry trees, apple trees, everything. We had a nice dry spring which spread out the pollination season. And we had so many cherries on our cherry tree, we were breaking branches off. What would any responsible pipe smoker do with broken off cherry branches? Make pipes. What else? So I got out my knife and my drill, and I had some branches that came down, and I cut off a bowl segment. I drilled it out. I basically, used my fingers as measurement and took some of my real pipes, measured those up, basically 3/4 inch diameter, 1.5 inch depth, and I drilled out. My drill bits were only out to 1/2 inch. So I drilled out the 1/2 inch. And then my pipe tool knife was that nice rounded off knife, and I carved it out. I carved it out to 3/4 inch, and I made my first pipe. So hand behind the pipe lane, because you always tell Jay to do this, Jason and Jay. I made this pipe. The stem mouthpiece is from a corn cob. Shank is from one of the branches, and then the bowl is from one of the branches off the tree. And I gotta be honest, this thing is a smoker. It's fantastic. I love it. Now, I sat there and I thought, what else can I do? And I really liked Cavalier pipes. And so I made myself a Cavalier pipe. All right, you ready for this? The Vancouver Pipe Club guys have seen pictures of this. The Smoking Forum guys have seen pictures. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Movember. YouTube guys, show us your Mo. It's important that we promote men's health and taking care of ourselves and so on. Show us your Mo. My father-in-law passed away this last couple months. He was diagnosed 20 years ago with prostate cancer, but because he followed proper medical checkups and so on, it was diagnosed early, and we were lucky to spend the past 20 years with my father-in-law. If he hadn't done that, he left it too long and maybe couldn't have been treated for it, he never would have met my son, his grandson. He never would have met his other grandchildren. So guys, Movember is here upon us. Beards, I know Movember is about mustaches, but guys with your beards, dagners, etc., show off those mustaches. Jason, I'm going to throw a challenge out to you. I want to see that stash. I want to see you pull that thing out into this big, beautiful handlebar stash. Give it a try, man. Okay? Movember, guys. This weekend is also Remembrance Day. Please support your veterans. And it's not just World War I, it's not just World War II, it's not Korea, it's not Vietnam. We've had guys and girls, men and women, represent our countries for what we believe is what is right. So Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, at home. All our veterans, we love you and we appreciate you. I look forward to going to Cenotaph tomorrow with our scout troops and our scout group and showing the kids how important this is. So, Armistice Day, Remembrance Day, Colonel McRae's poem in Flanders Fields. Please remember, don't forget, 11 o'clock at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, stop for 1 or 2 minutes, pull over to the side of the road, stop what you are doing. And people have talked about, and I'm digressing here on this topic, but it's like, well, it's going to be raining tomorrow. Those soldiers died in the rain and in the mud. Show them the dignity that they deserve, the remembrance that they deserve. I will stand out there in the pouring rain and bow my head and say thank you. So, one team for the Dagners, etc. Just take that time. They've earned it. Anyhow, to go back to what I was saying, I played around and I made myself a Cavalier pipe. Okay. It is made up of a piece here, piece here, piece here. The mouthpiece came from a pipe that I had been given, and I bought a separate Peterson pipe. I bought a separate mouthpiece for it, and so I used this. Small little shank here, and the bowl. Overall height is like, I've got a 6-inch hand, so this is about 8 to 10 inches tall. And this one smokes really well. I do have a bit of a leak down here where it connects into the main part of the pipe, and I have used plumber's tape, Teflon tape, and sealed it up a bit. I still do have a bit of a leak, but this is my Cavalier pipe that I made. Finally, take a look here. Sorry, I'm out of frame, but I got to put this pipe down. I don't want to drop it. It is loaded with EMP as well. I never had a church warden as of yet, and so I made myself one. Similar idea to the poker. I made this pipe. Sorry, Elaine. Terribly sorry. Hand behind the pipe. It's got some leaks too, and Teflon tape wasn't doing it. Electrical tape. Good Canadian kid might use duct tape, but it's a little too broad. But I made a church warden. And so what I did was, since the drill bits I had were a certain length, I made segments. You can see there's 2 segments here. And this segment, put it together, that would go in like so. But if you take a look at it, it actually worked really well. And Stuff and Things, Bradley, you said beeswax can help seal things up. I'm going to try grab some beeswax and see if I can seal my segments. It smokes cool. It smokes well. All 3 of these Cherrywood pipes have done really well. So I've got my church warden, I'll show it sort of like that. Obviously the stem would be up at the other end. I've got my Cavalier. And the original one that I did, sitting out in the back patio, my little poker. So I really like this. So, before I go, got the Bic lighter for a nice little Cherrywood. What I found is this smokes beautifully. It's a smaller, I thought I got it to the same size as my regular size pipes, but it does seem to smoke a bit faster. And the big thing is the bark around it seems, I've got some cracks, radial cracks, but the bark holds it all together and it smokes just fine. I know what it is. It's a branch. I don't expect it to last forever, but I treat my pipes fairly well. I try not to smoke them fast. I'm like a 1 pipe a day at best. I will go months without smoking a pipe. And so I expect to keep these around for a while, and it's fun. It was something I did. So, to the YouTube pipe community, maybe throw the challenge out there. Guys, knock out a pipe. You don't have to buy the briar block. You don't have to make this beautiful thing. You can make this. And you say, I did it. And I had fun. So, guys, have some fun. Remembrance Day is tomorrow. Please observe. Take a moment. Before I go, you can see off here in the background is my own pipe rack. A friend of mine and I came up with the design for it. It is, again, so I made my own pipes, made my own pipe rack. I bought pine shelving from Home Depot, some wainscoting, and between me and my buddy, who had tools that I didn't have at the time, some saws and stuff, we knocked it out. It can hold 6 pipes. I've got a collection of about 30, if you count all my cobs, now even these. So I'm doubled up on it. So I think I need to make a new one. And you can even see in the bottom section here, has some space for tobaccos and stuff. So it's, again, a little homemade thing, pine shelving, wainscoting, and then not quarter round, but I think you know what I mean by trim around the top and the bottom. And it worked out great. So, guys, maybe throw it out there to you. Maybe get some video responses from you guys. What can you make? Pipe rack? How about your own pipe? Like I said, corncob stems. I'm looking at, I showed these to some friends, and they asked me to make them, sorry, belching in my video here, make them pipes. And I'm looking at doing that for them. So I'm thinking of maybe ordering a bunch of stems from Missouri Meerschaum and trying to knock it out. So guys, I'm going to say go Canucks, go Leafs, go Seahawks. Just for your go Wild Hogs there, Jay. And guys, I really appreciate my time here in the YouTube pipe community. So, guys, have a great night. Go Canucks, go Leafs, go Hawks. See ya.